Hi everyone, this is Gretchen. Welcome back to Meiji Book. And today's the day that they announced the Booker Prize Longlist for 2023. I am traveling for work this week, so it's been a busy day, and I somehow had enough self-restraint to avoid sneaking a peek and looking at the long list, and it was grueling to get through the day knowing that the list was out there. But I'm back in my hotel, and I'm sorry about the lighting, but I figured I would pull up the long list and look at it and give you a real-time reaction. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's silly to be nervous over something like this, but I invested a lot of time this year in determining what my predictions would be. I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of videos. I've watched and heard a lot of people talk about what their predictions were, and a lot of mine aligned. And as I was getting ready to go to sleep last night, I just started to think about how I'm nervous that I had so many in common with so many other people. And part of me is like, okay, that's good. Like, you're gonna have a lot that make the list. But then I started to think, like, oh my God, like, what if we're completely wrong? All of us. And I started to think about last year. I watched so many videos last year, and a lot of them didn't have many that matched or ended up on the long list. So I'm just all sorts of confused. But either way, if I have a lot of matches, that's fantastic, because I read a lot of good books, and I am really hoping that some of them make it, because I think they're just fantastic. But then on the other hand, if there are a lot that I didn't predict, that just means that there's a whole bunch of new books that potentially weren't on my radar that now are going to be. So there's going to be a silver lining regardless. Either I did really well or I didn't do well, and there's a bunch of brand new great books for me to still read and research and look into. And I was also kind of reviewing my list last night, and I just wasn't feeling good about some of them. Like, it was very difficult for me to get my long list down to 13. And there were some that I really debated over. And there's one that I did actually read that I ended up swapping at the end for Demon Copperhead, because I just thought that it was going to be such a shoo-in, and that was Paul Harding's This Other Eden. And I just kept thinking about, like, the ones that got away, and I know that that was one that got away, and there were a couple other ones that I really had good feelings about because I read them. Open Throat was one of them. I absolutely adored that book. So I was questioning myself whether or not I should have put that on there. And then the other, trying to think of what the other one was that I was just kind of going back and forth on whether or not I would put it in there. In Ascension. So many people were talking about In Ascension. That was not on my radar at all. So I was just kind of not even considering it, because I didn't start to really hear too much about it until the home stretch. So I don't know, but I can't wait any longer. Let's just get into this, and we will see how I did. I hope that I at least get one. I mean, I put a lot of work into it. I hope that I at least get one. And if I don't, then that's okay. Like I said, 13 books that are new on my radar. And the other thing is, maybe even if they didn't make my long list prediction, maybe I will have read some of them. Or maybe I'll even have some of them, or they're already on my TBR, or hopefully I bought them, because there's a lot. 13 books is a lot of books to have to buy or get your hands on if I didn't pick any of them. But without further ado, I have not peaked. I have been so good, and actually I was terrified to even look up the video because I was afraid that if I did, that there would be like a screen or a spoiler. But actually, when I did my Google search, it actually pulled up the picture of the 2022 long list. So I was so thankful for that. I just had to scroll a little further down until I found it. So without further ado, here we go. I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. A spell of good things. Okay, I can see that. Oh, Old God's Time. Okay, I haven't read that. I actually have a copy of that, so that's good. Oh, Study for Obedience. I don't think I've heard of that one. Beautiful cover. If I Survive You. Okay, I read this one. I really liked this. Okay. I still haven't had any of my predictions, but I've at least read one. How to Build a Boat. Another one I haven't heard of. Okay. Well, now I'm really getting nervous. I haven't got a single one. Oh, this other Eden! Oh, I should have put you on. I did read this one. I enjoyed it, so I'm glad to see it on the list. This keeps getting louder and louder. Pearl. Haven't heard that one. Down a little. All the Little Bird Hearts. Never heard of that either. Oh my God, I have yet to get one. I might not even get a single one. Oh no. Prophet Song. I haven't heard of that either. Paul Lynch. Ooh. That sounds really good though. Prophet Song. Oh, In Ascension. Oh, I'm glad to see it on there though. I've heard it on so many people's lists these last few weeks that it's definitely one that's been on my radar. Oh my gosh. Western Lane. Another one I have not heard of at all. Oh God. I am so bad at predicting. Oh, The Bee Sting. Oh, this is one that I want to read. I heard about this and it sounds really interesting. I'm happy to see this one on there because it's already been on my radar and I wanted to read this when it came out. So I'm happy with that. The House of Doors, finally. Finally won. I've lost track of how many that was. Did I really only predict one? Oh my God. Wow. Oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh, let me just, oh my God. I literally only got one. Wow. Okay. Well, it is what it is. So I've got some book by. I cannot believe. Okay. So let's talk about this. So no in memoriam? Like, I am shocked. I am shocked by that. I actually thought that in memoriam was going to take it all. So yeah, that's a huge, like, wow for me. What else? No Demon Copperhead, so that's going to be controversial. Everybody was kind of predicting that that would make the list, myself included. Interesting. Very interesting not to see that on there. Let's see what else. I didn't predict it, but Birnam Wood, not on there. I was pretty sure that even though I didn't predict it, that it had a really good chance of being there. Didn't. Let's see, what else were a lot of people predicting? Oh my God, I'm still just shook that In Memoriam didn't make it. Wow. Wow, I'm surprised too. No Zadie Smith. A lot of people were predicting that one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I have mixed feelings. Like, I'm super excited because there are so many books that I haven't heard of. Like, I had never heard of How to Build a Boat, Western Lane, All the Little Bird Hearts, Study for Obedience, Prophet Song, Pearl. So that's 6 that were not even on my radar. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to learning what those are about. And A Spell of Good Things. So I considered that one. It didn't make my final honorable mention prior to me making my predictions, but that's definitely one I considered. I am super excited about, I think of all of these that made the list, I am most excited about the bee sting. I saw that on the long list, or not the long list, the books that were eligible, and it did catch my eye. I don't even remember some of these ones that I haven't heard of being on that eligible list. Wow, it's going to be a really interesting Booker season. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I'm really excited. And like I said, I've read 2 of them already. I just recently finished This Other Eden not too long ago, so that's still pretty fresh in my mind. If I Survive You, though, I read a little while ago, so I may have to reread that. I do have a vague recollection of everything that happened in that, but I think that I will need to reread it just because I don't think I was reading it as closely as I probably should have. Now that it's in contention, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I have a lot of books to buy. Yeah. I only have one. I have a copy of This Other Eden. All of those other ones, oh, I'm gonna have to buy. I don't know. Maybe it's a marketing ploy. Like, maybe, I don't. I haven't heard anything about these books. Wow. I don't know. But the Booker Prize is going to get a lot of, the Booker Prize, not the Booker Prize, but these authors are going to get a lot of my money because I only have one of these books. And I'm actually curious to know how many of them are currently available in the States. I know that A Spell of Good Things has been out for a while. If I Survive You, obviously. I don't think that The House of Doors comes out until September, maybe even October. I don't know about The Prophet Song or Pearl at all. The Bee Sting, I'm pretty sure comes out in a week or so, because I was really looking forward to that one. In Ascension, I don't know about that one. I can't remember if I've seen that in the bookstores. Old God's Time, I know I have the audio for that, but I would like to get either the ebook or the physical copy, because I do like to annotate my Booker books. This Other Eden I have, and the other three I have no clue. Wow. This is exciting. I'm super stoked. I am absolute trash at predictions. But it was fun. Like, I had so much fun doing it this year. I don't think that that will deter me from doing it again next year. I absolutely will do the same. And I do have to say, like, looking at these, now obviously I'm sure were a lot of predictions that were thrown out there that I didn't see, or maybe didn't subscribe to the people that put their videos out, so I didn't watch them. But looking at this list, I don't think that there are many people that got a lot of these. I do remember seeing The House of Doors a lot. I saw A Spell of Good Things on a couple people's. I think I saw The Bee Sting on one. In Ascension was on a lot. I'll give, like, a lot of people probably, if they did get one, that would be the one. Old God's Time I did see on some. This Other Eden I saw on some. But the other three, I don't remember seeing it all either. I guess there's nothing left to say except I think I need to go buy some books. I do plan on reading all of these. Hopefully I can do a video for each of them. And I mean, needless to say, I know I've been gushing for like almost 20 minutes now about this, but I am super excited and I can't wait to jump into these. I am actually mad at myself because I was really hoping that In Ascension was going to make the list, because I packed that this week to bring for me, and I actually don't have any books with me that are on this list. So I need to go straight to the bookstore and buy my first Booker Prize 2023 Longlist book. Yeah, so until then, we'll see ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.